Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Sagittarius for November of 2011. This also applies if you have a Sagittarius ascendant. First thing to say to you, my Saggies, is happy birthday. I hope this is a really happy and wonderful year ahead for you. Next thing to say to you is this is a very, very big month for Sagittarians, and it will have repercussions for many months to come. Because not only do we have the sun in your sign for this month, some of this month, we've also got a Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius starting the 24th of the month until the 13th of December, excuse me. Mercury retrograde is already getting to me. And we've got an eclipse at 3 degrees Sagittarius. So it's like Sagittarius this month is on steroids. Everything is going to be magnified and intensified. And it's happening for the most part, particularly the latter part of this month, in your first house. So Saggies, this is going to be a time to reinvent yourself. To reinvent yourself as never before. You're going to be able to be different. You're going to be able to change your persona. You're going to maybe want to change how you look, how you package yourself, how you appear to other people. You're going to be looking at your needs. You're going to be looking at the needs of relationships and the people around you. And boy, it's going to change. I really would say that the next 6 months are going to see huge changes in you, yourself, on all levels. Your physical way, the way you look. This month you've got Venus in that first house for much of the month, so it's going to be a great time for charming people, for enjoying yourself, for partying a little bit. We know Saggies like to party. Try to plan your travel before the 24th of the month, before all these eclipses and everything happen, because after that I think we are going to see issues around travel and plans and communications probably be disrupted. So try and get all those important things done before the 24th of the month. And especially as Mercury is retrograde in your first house, it's about rethinking yourself. Having a look at yourself for a change. Instead of looking outwards, looking at what you're wanting. And really seeing whether now, what needs to be changed? What do you want to change? It's like having a blank slate. It's fresh. It can be very new. It could be very invigorating. But it's certainly going to mean a lot of change. All the mutable signs are going to be affected by this eclipse greatly, deeply. And it's going to involve you really seeing how you are, how you come across, and looking at what it is that you want to change. Because there will be some significant changes. We've got quite a lot going in the house of finance for you this month. Towards the end of the month, something nice happening financially for you potentially. But remember, under Mercury retrograde, this is not the time to go out and buy big ticket items. Keep it small, not too big during the retrograde. You can splash out after the retrograde, after the 14th of December, or do it before the 24th of November. We've got Mars in your 10th house all month, so it's a very good month to put a lot of energy into your work area, into your career, into what you want to do, in what you want to accomplish. It's just a very good time for recognition and being seen in the work area. So really work hard. You're probably, if you've been working hard, you are probably going to be noticed. The first week of the month, we've got a trine from Uranus to Mercury, the 1st to the 5th house. So you may suddenly meet somebody new, suddenly just come in. You may have also some bright ideas about a business, about creative ideas, about maybe how to make money creatively through doing something artistic or something creative that you love, because you are very creative, Sagittarius. The middle of the month, we've got a Mars trine to Jupiter from your 6th to your 10th houses. This is going to be a very good time for any decisions you need to make in work. It's also a good time for getting a lot more work done than you would normally get done. So if you've got a lot to get done, you're going to get an extra boost with that Jupiter-Mars trine from the 2nd to the 6th houses. And also a very good time for any kind of business activity. An expansion of that business activity and getting a ton done. You really can accomplish a great deal this month, especially the middle of the month. Last week of the month, we've got this Mars square to your Sun from the 1st to the 10th houses. So could be a little bit of frustration, irritability in the workplace, maybe people not moving as fast as you'd like. And of course, by then Mercury will be retrograde, so they won't be thinking as quickly as they normally do. So just do what you normally do, Sag, which the best thing for you is to let off steam and do something physical. Anything physical will help unwind, because during Mercury retrograde it's a time for unwinding, it's a time for relaxing, and of course it's going to be birthday time for you, and that really will be a time for doing something more spontaneous. I wouldn't plan things too much, because an eclipse and the Mercury retrograde are probably just not going to allow you to do everything according to plan. But if you can be spontaneous and have a sudden celebration and a sudden party, then the last week of the month would certainly be the time to be doing it. We've got the holidays coming up, birthdays coming up. You might want to have a reading, a solar return, about what this year holds in store for you. You might want to ask a question about it, or maybe treat somebody to a reading or a book or an audio. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I wish you a great month. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.